Hello everyone, welcome to Res Snapper. My name's MJ and it's a rant video. Yeah, it's not going to be as happy as my usual style of video. I don't even want to make this video, but I really have a lot to get off my chest. And I think sometimes it's important to look on the positive side of things as well, despite this video being called Rant. We will talk a little bit about the good stuff. It will primarily be the bad stuff that has come out in the last few days. So, this is about High Voltage Overdrive, which started yesterday, the newest limited time game mode in Marvel Snap, and the absurdity of the reward system and just the elements that have us all questioning what on earth is going on. Let's talk about the good stuff first though. Let's talk about what we'll actually get from High Voltage, because we can lose sight of the fact, in the midst of all this controversy which has been happening, we can lose sight of the fact that technically this should be a good thing. So here are the rewards that we will get from High Voltage. This is based on not missing any missions and completing your reward track. We're also getting some vaults and maybe other stuff sent to our inbox every day. And there's also like a code that we're going to get in place of Twitch drops, which should have happened. So if you combine all of that together, you'll get, I think, roughly 300 credits. That's from the reward track. Fine. 90 boosters, largely irrelevant. 400 collector tokens. 4 borders, nice. And 38,000 volts. Now, if you combine the 38,000 volts with the approximate volts that you'll get per day for winning games. This is, I think I calculated this on basically you're doing all of your missions, and as such you're playing about 30 games a day. So you are engaging with the game mode, I would say a lot for 30 games a day. You'll get approximately total, including everything that I've just spoken about, 40,400 volts-ish. So that means from the reward shop, you could buy, for example, 10 borders. So that's on top of all the other rewards that are at the top of the screen here. So basically you'll get 14 borders, collector tokens, credit. So you'll get stuff. You will get stuff. Or you could choose to buy 2 emotes and 5 borders, for example. That's something that you could afford. But, the big but, I like big but, the main draw, the main rewards, and in fact the only rewards that they actually talked about leading up to the release of High Voltage, are the brand new cards. That is Kid Omega and Cobra. Kid Omega costs 50,000 volts, and as we recall from that previous slide, the total rewards that we're going to get is 40,400. So if you don't buy anything else from the shop, you'll still be approximately 10,000 volts short. So the primary, main, best, most exciting reward in this game mode is not obtainable from within the game mode, essentially. Like, you can't get it. You need to pay... Now, you can get it, but you need to pay gold, spend gold on top of that, on top of all your rewards. That means you're not buying anything else in the shop. So you have to spend gold. You have to put either actual money or that gold that you've accrued throughout the rest of the game. Someone did ask this is in the Ask the Team section on Discord. They asked about the pricing of Kid Omega and the fact that he is unobtainable using the currency and using everything that you'll get from within the game. And the community manager had this response to say, I won't read it out, you can pause the screen and read it if you want, or go over to Discord, but I think this is... I think it's so bad. I think it's wildly... It just feels completely out of touch with your user base. I have no idea what's going on here. He basically said that for some reason Kid Omega is priced at a premium to a normal Series 5 card. Why? Why is he? And why was that decision made? Why have we had many different alternate game modes in the past which are supposed to be fun ways for us to engage with the game, and we get rewarded for putting our time into the game, and many players put their money into the game, but you want even more money from players in order for them to get the best reward from the game mode. Bizarre. But like that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But the absolute chaos and craziness doesn't even end there. And I'm not even going to, apart from this sentence that I'm about to say, I'm not even going to talk about the things that went wrong with the game mode in this video. Like the ban list being wrong. There's items on the ban list that you can play. Anyway, in Sanctum Showdown, the previous game mode, we had a new system of delivering cards to players called the Portal Pull system, and this is where we had one of 3 Series 4 cards that we could randomly get, and I thought it was a really cool system. I thought it was really good to be able to get 3 new cards from that system. It's important to note that in that system and in that game mode, we could get everything. Players could engage with the game, and it was very easy to be able to afford not only the 3 new cards from the Portal Pull system, but also loads of other of the rewards as well. It felt amazing. It was the best month in ages in the game. It was fantastic. The Portal Pull this time round is for 1 new card, 1 new Series 4 card, and then the other potential options you can get are variants of cards. So one of them is Storm, and one of them is Iron Lad. Now, let me be perfectly clear. I think the Storm variant is great. I think the Iron Lad variant is great. That's actually the thing that I probably want the most. But the problems to talk about here. First of all, having the Series 4 card alongside variants feels extremely weird. It feels bad. One could presume that Cobra was meant to debut with the Portal Pulls alongside Mercury and Hellion. One could presume that, but Second Dinner accidentally released them at the start of the season. And that's just me guessing. I'm just trying to find reason here. But in any case, this reward here is 15,000 currency each. So, with you having potentially 40,000 volts, you can't even afford all 3 of these. You can't even afford to get these 2 variants and the Cobra, the new card Cobra. You could be in a position where you do 2 Portal Pulls, you get both variants and not the new card. You could be in this situation where you don't get the new card, and by the way, this new card... Sorry, God, children yelling out, so I thought they'd be run over by a car or something. Alright, thankfully not. Thankfully they just seem to be buggering around. This card isn't even good. I did a Snap or Pass video and I think the card is absolutely terrible. So you players can't even get this. I mean, listen, I think he's terrible. I've seen other creators like him and stuff. So, but it's certainly not an exciting card. We can't even get a bad card. What are we doing here? This is what. Okay, and then just a little note on the choice of a Storm variant here. I don't know why we're doing a Storm variant here. This is absolutely wild. I've been playing since the game released in the UK, and my Storm character mastery is like 23, nearly 24. And I don't even play the card. I barely even play Storm. So I certainly don't need another Storm variant. It's just a crazy choice. So I am angry. Because not even just... It's just so disrespectful to the players, and it's just one thing after another. It's one step backward and like it's 1 step forward and then 5 steps backwards. That's what it feels like with this company. I have to be honest. I am proper disappointed, proper upset, because I don't want to be making this type of video. I don't want to be seeing this type of content. I don't want the community to be up in arms about this. But we have that's what we have to be subjected to, and that's what we have to see. This should have been such an easy thing to have gone right for Second Dinner and for Marvel Snap. A new game mode, super fun. loads of rewards, let's engage with the game, let's have a reason to support it, let's be given a reason to pay money into this game. I've got friends who are saying, I don't want to give this company money anymore. I've got friends who are avoiding getting the season pass now because they're like, why should I give this company money? This is how they're treating the players, and it's making us not want to put money into the game. You look at the upcoming Super Premium Pass, where I think the leaks indicate that they're putting the Fantastica as a new card in the Super Premium, and I'm like, I'm in the position of I didn't think it was good value before. I don't really think it's good value now. And what I would love to play that card, but even me as a creator, as someone who wanted so desperately nothing more than a Marvel digital card game, and I absolutely love it. I think it's an incredible game. Even me, I'm like, I can't justify this. I don't want to support them. I don't want to reward them for making these choices. And to me, it feels like it doesn't have to be this way. I don't know why this game is monetized so badly. It's punishing players instead of giving them a reason to be excited. This is the thing that I don't understand. Why? I'm just going to go... Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm just going to go through the list. Why weren't people in Second Dinner questioning this before it went live? Now, that implies that they weren't. And they may have been. There may have been people at Second Dinner who were questioning this. So then the question becomes, if they were, why weren't their voices heard? Why were they ignored? What has happened within this company that this launches and goes out? Why isn't it being questioned there? And if it is being questioned, why isn't that being discussed? And them just going, yeah, actually, this is a bad idea. And there may be an answer to that question. It might be we just can't afford to monetize this game. We can't afford to give these players these cards. That could be the answer to that question. But that in itself is an incredibly worrying response. That's obviously complete conjecture. I don't know what the answer to those questions are. Why weren't we told in advance about all of this stuff? Probably because there'd be a community backlash before it even launched, and maybe they just wanted to move that backlash to the point that it launched, don't know. Is the economy of the game so bad that players can't be given Cobra? Why is Cobra one of the worst cards they've probably added to the game in months not obtainable? Like guaranteed, not guaranteed obtainable from this game mode. That's extraordinarily worrying. That is absolutely insanely worrying, to be honest. Why are there so many own goals? Own goals, like Second Dinner just making errors on themselves. Like the global bounty from earlier in the month, or last month, whenever it was, where they were like, yeah, you can get a season 5 snap pack. But then they didn't announce it in the game for like 4 days or 3 days or something. And then we didn't get the pack. And they were just like, yeah, well, we said you might not get it. And it's like, why are you doing this to yourself? I was watching Zombies Go Nom Nom. Nom 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 Nom. I was watching Zombies yesterday, his video. Check him out if you've not seen him. And he has, I think he said this before actually. Or someone has said it. But he said this, it's a classic example of Second Dinner snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. This game mode, the first game mode they've done since they've been self-published and cut ties completely with their old publisher, should have been just a complete no-brainer, a win-win, incredibly fun new game mode. Launch it, everyone loves it, they all get rewards, we're all completely happy. But now it's been completely changed to be, because of the decisions they've made, the only thing that people are talking about is bad stuff. I mean, we obviously spoke a tiny bit about the fact that the rewards that we do have access to, and we are getting stuff in addition to what we normally get. And let's not forget, there is a new game mode in amongst all of this that we have access to and can enjoy as well. But yeah, let me just have a quick. Why do they value Kid Omega above a normal season 5 card? I can't think of a reason. Why is it all so expensive? This is about the game. Why is everything in the game so expensive? Why is it monetized this way? I've said it before, I've said it again. I don't understand why there's not different ways to monetize this game. I don't know the ins and outs of their business. Of course I don't. But I just think about, why can't things be better for the player? And then because they are having a better experience, will feel better about putting money into the game. And you could put expensive monetization in there, like new game boards. In this new game mode, we have got a new game board, which is awesome. But why can't they be creating seasonal game boards every month, and they're available for purchase for people like me who would love to buy them? I'd pay. That would feel more worthwhile for me than a lot of the others. I don't know. Anyway, that's a very broad question there, and I probably am going off track a little bit. The last thing, this is probably the biggest overall thing for me. Why don't they listen to feedback? And they don't. They don't listen to feedback. Why don't they want to make their players happier? We are complaining about things that have gone wrong so frequently. We have asked for things for so long, like draft mode, for example. There's so many other examples of stuff that we've asked for. Another example that I've got on screen here, character mastery. There are such obvious problems with character mastery. They took a system that, by the way, let me be completely clear, the old split system was very stingy. Let's not make any mistake here that the old split system was stingy, and then we had the Splitsmas period where the rates were accidentally made better. Everyone felt incredible. Well, actually, they were made worse. Everyone felt bad, and then they were made better. And that period of splitting was so freaking awesome. I'm sure that I was pumping more credits into the game during that period than I ever had before. And it was just incredible. We're getting so many splits on all the cards, able to like complete decks. And now we're in a situation where character mastery launch, splitting feels absolutely worse than ever. It's been out for nearly 6 months. People are harping on about it all the time, asking for it to be made better. And essentially, I mean, I'm sure they've said they're working on stuff, but it's been 6 months. I'm sorry. Bottom line, it doesn't take 6 months to change the numbers on splits. Anyway, yeah, I'm just sick of talking about it, to be honest. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. We are going to have fun later. I am actually going to stream later. I actually don't know when I'm getting this video out. I'm going to try and get it up as soon as possible. But my plan is to stream on Tuesday night on Twitch, playing the brand new card Nightmare, which hopefully is going to be extremely fun, and we can focus on those positives. Your feedback is really valuable to me, at least. I would really love to hear what you think about all of this in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and watch this twit get hot and under the collar about a digital card game, which should just be for fun. But yeah, thanks again, guys. See you next time.